What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to the Sports Exchange. My name is Tim. Next to me is my co-host Tyler, and today we are talking NFL. So let's get into that right now.
Blooper reel. That's all I'm good for. I'm good for calling in.
Comedic relief.
Yeah, comedic relief. I'm here for a little bit of nonsense, a lot of bit of nonsense, and some info.
Yeah, you're like the Chris Farley.
Yes.
I'm David
Why I gotta be with that one? Because I'm in a little cove. I'm in a little cove.
Oh my God.
I forgot they played in that movie together. I forgot that was David Spade. So young in that one.
Yeah. That was like our SNL days.
Yeah, real bad. Real young in that one.
All right, so before we get into it, we need to talk a little about what happened earlier this week, and that is Brett Favre coming out saying he's been diagnosed with Parkinson's. Came out after he was making an announcement during his testimony about a welfare scandal in Mississippi. Favre has been involved with a company called Biotech, where they are working on a drug to help people with concussions. Though the cause of someone getting Parkinson's isn't really been diagnosed yet on like why it's caused, a lot of people have been leading to concussions being a part of it, or could be a part of it. So Brett Favre has been really committed to both sides of that, concussions and Parkinson's.
It's very sad.
He believes in his 2 decades playing in the NFL, he's probably suffered around 1,000 concussions. Not all of them major. Like, you get a little hit, you get a little ding dong, you see the little black dots or whatever.
Little fireflies.
Yeah, it's like 1,000 of those though.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of damage.
You know, how many times did he get knocked down per game?
And he still could work a cell phone.
Yes. Yes.
Is that too early?
It was too early. It was great. It's sad news. It's sad news.
Yeah.
Brett Favre is one of my all-time favorites. He did end up becoming a Viking.
But then the Jet.
I didn't really agree with that one. I think
He should just step down after that.
Yeah.
His little stint with Minnesota
You
and
know
all
what?
this.
His stepson is following almost the same shoes, being a Jet. Rodgers.
Yeah.
Sorry. It's super sad news. You don't ever want to see an idol or an icon go through that. So
I never liked him.
Well,
being a Lions fan, Thanksgiving,
I liked him more
playing
than
the
Tom
Packers.
Brady. I liked him more than Tom Brady when Tom Brady was the Patriot. It seemed like it was Tom Brady this, Tom Brady that.
I never really disliked Tom Brady. I disliked Bill Belichick.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I think you can't blame the quarterback for being on a, and I can't say shit team because they won 7 Super Bowls.
Yeah.
But the ownership and the coaching staff was really messed up in New England. That's what I did. I wasn't going to put that on Tom Brady.
I wouldn't want to see anyone, go through Parkinson's or anything like that. Especially with all the players that have played before all the protocols now.
Yeah. Junior Seau.
Yeah. I mean, imagine the old Steelers teams, like the Jerome Bettis. How many times he probably just from you're literally in there for your third and long or third and shorts, so you know you're taking a pounding.
Yeah.
You know, those type of teams, you know.
Who was that Steelers player? I don't know if it was from a concussion. Ryan Shazier?
Yeah. Shazier? Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that came from head-on collision, and he was told he was never going to walk again. But luckily, through a lot of hard work and prayer, but he walked onto the field during the Steelers game, got a standing ovation, got an honorary spot with the Steelers.
Yep.
But the game has changed with protocols and safety, and you just got to think, like, what would have happened if this research would have been available before?
Yeah. And I don't want them to take all the hitting out of football, but as far as protecting players, that's a
Yeah. So what do you think about players wearing that guardian caps during the game?
you know,
It's like, take every precaution that is given to you.
I mean, if I want to last as long as I can in the sport that I love, I'm gonna wear knee pads, ankle braces, elbow pads, whatever. You know, it's just another safety device.
Yeah. It's like a seatbelt. It's just like, I'm not gonna wear this seatbelt.
I mean,
And then you get an accident and you're like, damn, I should have worn that seatbelt.
I didn't start wearing the proper padding until my junior year in football.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was varsity from the
That's
time I
what's
started,
hard.
but I started wearing almost like a turtle suit.
Oh yeah.
To protect my ribs.
The
and
little
my
quarterback
shoulders.
jackets?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was like an Under Armour thing, and it made a world of difference. I was like, man, my ribs don't feel so terrible from non-dirty players shoving their fingers in my ribs. That never happened. But even the visors. If you're having migraines, which I have migraines all the time, the shade does help.
Yeah.
Me walking from the dark room to the outside, or even in the snow, instant migraine. So I can only imagine what those stadium lights are doing, especially after you've had after you've been rocked a couple times. So
And another one is like Antonio Brown. He became a totally different person after that hit from Vontez Burfict. After that hit during that game, he was not the same person. So, sad about Brett Favre coming out that. Prayers to everyone and families who deal with this disease. But yeah.
Hopefully research can still be done.
Yeah. I mean,
hopefully there's a breakthrough.
Yeah, absolutely. But now, jumping into Week 3 NFL, we're going to start out with the Denver Broncos and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So last week, watching them take care of business against the Detroit Lions on the road, you figured the struggling Broncos would be no problem. Wrong-o! Like, Bo Nix is going to be something special in this league if he keeps with his head on straight.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And John Elway puts good pieces around him. I'm talking offensive line. Get that left tackle secured. Get that right tackle secured. Then you can settle with the guards and center. Actually, no, I'm gonna go with the tackles and then center. Because you need that center to be communicating with the quarterback, reading defenses and schemes. But yeah, center is just as important as that left tackle. Baker Mayfield struggled, being sacked 7 times and threw an interception. Also, we didn't see him use his legs like he did against the Lions.
It was probably the 7 times he was sacked.
He was like, I ain't gonna pass this line of scrimmage.
He felt like what if they to play with the Bears.
Yeah.
Sorry, Caleb. But that's it just shows right here, if you don't have blocking, what happens? Baker Mayfield was amazing when he played against the Lions. It was a great game. Now look what happened. He probably got his stuff rocked. And he's like, you know what? That line of scrimmage is looking pretty terrible. I'm not going to get to it.
Right, and it wasn't just Baker Mayfield. Roddy White, he was ineffective. And Mike Evans, only getting 2 receptions for 17 yards.
Well, I feel like Mike Evans is my he's a long ball threat. To go long. If you don't got time to set up, look at your options, how can you get Roddy White or Mike Evans the ball?
you got to adjust. You got to use your weapons as you can use them. If you don't have time to throw the deep ball, then you need to adjust and make some slants, some short posts, some cutbacks.
Getting sacked 7 times, it doesn't sound like you can do a slant, or
I know.
you might as well
You
hide
gotta
and
do
just throw it.
You got to do something.
Just have the center throw it forward. We'll figure out
Yeah,
something.
just. All right, then we're going to go to the Eagles and the Saints. For not a lot of points being scored, this was actually a really fun game to watch. The top 2 NFC teams at the moment going at it and waiting for the fourth quarter to see who wants it more. Since the score going into the fourth was 3-0.
It made like the fourth quarter super awesome.
Yeah, like Saquon Barkley seemed to redeem himself after last week's blunder with that miss catch. I don't know. But he went for 147 yards and 2 scores.
That's the Saquon I know.
Yeah, but take a look at Dallas Goedert and what he did.
That's nuts.
10 receptions,
Yes.
170 yards. With A.J. Brown out, that is exactly what the Eagles need from Dallas.
Way to have someone step up from within.
Yeah, next man up. If someone goes down, next man up.
That is a perfect example.
Derek Carr, after balling out the first 2 weeks, seemed to come back to earth after his 14-25, 142-yard, 1 touchdown performance.
That seems like the Derek Carr I know.
Yeah, I mean, it's good to have him back on earth, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it's glad we're not talking about Iron Man or Superhuman, whatever.
Yeah. Do you see this matchup coming back and seeing it in the playoffs?
Honestly, I don't think either team is gonna be in that kind of contention. I think Eagles are coming out flat.
Well, Eagles are in a weak division. All they got to do is beat out the Cowboys. And the Cowboys seem to be struggling as well.
Contenders.
Out
But,
of here.
they could be. I don't see them being a matchup though. I don't think.
Okay. Here we go. Didn't think we'd be talking about these 2 teams today, but Bears and Colts. You want to take over this one?
Yeah, this game was all about the growing pains for some of the youngest QBs in our league.
Yeah.
Caleb Williams, I'm sorry, brother. Sacked 4 times with 2 interceptions. You're having a tough time, buddy.
Yeah.
Anthony Richardson only sacked once, but also throw 2 interceptions. As a young quarterback, you have to be able to, protect the ball. When you throw that ball, you have to not turn it over. That's your key. That's the key thing when becoming an elite quarterback in this league as a young guy. You have to protect the ball. If not, you think a team's going to stick with you? No, they're going to sweep you underneath the rug.
Yeah.
Well, thank goodness the Colts have Jonathan Taylor, because without him, they do not win this game. Taylor went for 23 carries, 110 yards with 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Um,
Do you blame the quarterback's interception when the ball is tipped at the line of scrimmage?
No, that's hard to do or hard to judge because some of these quarterbacks aren't 6'7", 6'8". The game is only getting bigger and faster.
Yeah.
Like ends are now 6'7". I mean, that's a power forward almost. So the fact that they can only touch the ground and still be 6'5", that's different. But when you just out and out throw it like Michigan starting quarterback, a couple weeks ago, just straight throw it to the other team.
You want this ball?
Yeah, here you go. Go to your home ball. A tipped one. Same thing with if you're rearing back and they get you.
Yeah.
And you don't get your arm going forward.
Seems like the interception should go against offensive line.
Kind of, yes. You shouldn't be pinned on in film. I'd be like, okay, instead of me doing, us looking at this, let's see where that guy's hand came from. Oh, the right tackle, or the left, the left guard. That's where I would put that blame on.
Okay.
But as far as if you're just overthrowing or underthrowing, I mean, you get paid the big bucks. You're not supposed to be making those mistakes.
Right.
I don't care rookie or not. You've made that throw 1,000 times. It's got to be muscle memory at this point.
It's got to be.
but no, as far as those little things where it's tipped, I don't really count that as on the quarterback, young or old.
Right. One good thing that happened with the Bears loss, Caleb Williams finally threw his first touchdown pass. Bad news, he threw it to fellow rookie Romo Dunze, who also got his first touchdown in the NFL. And he ran away with the ball. Caleb Williams did not get that ball. He was like, nope, this is mine. You threw it to me. I scored. It's mine.
We'll get you the next one. Maybe, if you have one.
All right, so here's a question I came across with you before the show.
Yep, before show, yep.
And you were taken back from a little bit, thinking about it. Do you have an answer on it?
I honestly, I think they'd be in the same spot.
Okay.
A shit line is a shit line.
Okay.
It doesn't matter if you had Fields who held the ball too long, or Williams who can't get the ball, like he can't hold the ball long enough.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
But they don't know the question.
Oh, they don't know the question?
No, I haven't said anything yet.
Oh, I didn't? Oh, okay.
No.
Oh.
The question is...
My bad. I have an answer.
Do you think the Bears would have been better off with Fields or Williams? Yeah.
A shit line is a shit line. If you can't,
I'm editing
if
that.
you don't have protection, it doesn't matter if you hold the ball too long or if you don't have the ball long enough. You're gonna get hit. Like it's showing, Fields got slapped every fucking time. Williams is getting it worse.
Yeah.
I don't see the Bears need to do some soul searching. Have a mean cuss come in and coach that line. If I was Caleb Williams, I would have it in my contract, or every time I get sacked, y'all lose $10,000. Then see if they do. I'd go to ownership because at this point he's going to be almost a Tua. He's going to start getting concussions.
Yeah.
I love Tua.
I love Tua also.
And I don't want to see that. Caleb, he was great at USC. Okay. Yeah.
He's fun to watch. He
Fun
wasn't
to
great.
watch.
He was fun to watch.
He was a good quarterback.
Didn't win a national championship.
He was good. Accolades are accolades. You can't, you could put anyone in there. The Texans quarterback,
C.J. Stroud.
C.J. Stroud, would be in the same boat as Williams and Fields if he didn't have a line.
Right.
And that's where I don't think anyone would be better or worse. If they had a line, Fields now is showing that he has a line he can play. Caleb hasn't had that chance yet.
No, he
so
hasn't.
I hope in the future for their health that maybe they can compete because I liked watching when the Lions, the Vikings, the Bears were all decent at the same time.
Oh my.
Yeah, oh my. Clap my red shoes come back. That's what I want. I want that era of football to come back.
Okay.
To where it meant something when someone said the Bears and I said fuck you. That's now it's okay. It's either lately it's been
Now it's like the Bears suck. They're like
now it's just the Lions. Green Bay sucks. Vikings. Well, no, Vikings are there.
Vikings
now.
are there.
Vikings are there now, but
Who's sitting in first place in the NFC North right now?
Skull.
I knew it was
But
coming.
it's just you can't. I feel like you can't put a who's better yet because he hasn't had a chance to shine. He hasn't had a chance to sit back and throw.
Yeah.
Baker Mayfield was sacked 7 times.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't that happen last week for 2 weeks in a row to Caleb?
Yeah,
he hasn't had a chance to do anything.
He's not having a good time in Chicago,
and
it's going to get worse in the
He
colder.
wishes he still played at USC.
Yeah. All right. So this next game you were kind of excited to talk about, so I'm going to let you go ahead.
I was excited. I was always been an Andy Dalton fan. He's a ginger with superpowers. I was very, very excited to see him just come out, and he looked fantastic.
He really did.
He was poised in the pocket, because the line blocked. And even when he had to move, when the line shifted and he had to move, he still looked young and nimble. He did really fucking good. And then, not only that, who was the first one to come congratulate him? Bryce. Bryce came up and was like, dude,
You balled out.
show me your secrets.
I know.
And he's like, I can't. I'm a ginger, so half my soul. So, sorry.
It's why I'm in Carolina.
But but I was super excited to watch him. Maybe possibly could be his coming back game. Maybe they give him another chance. I always thought Andy Dalton was good.
I liked him when he was in Cincinnati.
He was balling. He balled out. I think.
I didn't like him in Dallas.
What? It's Dallas.
Well, yeah. That's nothing against him. That was just the team he was
Yeah.
with.
But no, I think he stood poised in the pocket. He didn't, he didn't hesitate. He played like a starter.
Yeah.
So,
But yeah, the team looked totally different.
yeah, it didn't look like the Panthers that might not be a Panther next year.
Yeah. I was like, there was protection. There was a running game. There were touchdowns. And more importantly, there was a win at the end of the game. But yeah, Andy Dalton finished 319 yards, 3 touchdowns. Chuba Hubbard stepped up, 114 yards on the ground. Deontay Johnson hauled in 8 for 122 and a touchdown. Bad news for the Panthers, wide receiver Adam Thielen placed on IR with a hamstring injury.
That is tough. That is
The
tough.
one thing that you don't want, because that hamstring lingers. You might think you're all right, you go out there and you try running, you're like, oh man, it's like, it's tight.
It's almost like a rolled ankle. You'd almost rather kind of break it and be put in a
Yeah,
cast.
you might as well just break it and get it healed and
Lingers, and hopefully he has a speedy recovery, but it's not looking like that at all.
no. So I will say this: is it time for Carolina to move on from Bryce Young, or are they going to do the same thing that the Giants are doing with Daniel Jones? Because the Giants ain't going nowhere with Daniel Jones, and they got no one in line waiting to take over that spot. No, they rather go and draft Malik Neighbors. It was like, well, that's a good receiver, but you need a freaking quarterback to throw in the ball.
You need him not. You need a. What did I see on the meme thing the other day? Daniel Jones is the Wish version of the Bills quarterback. I can't remember his name.
Josh Allen?
Yeah, he's the Wish version of Josh Allen. The
Wish version of Josh Allen.
The Timu version of Josh Allen.
The Timu one is better than the Wish.
It's just everything he wants to be and he can't be. Sorry, Daniel, but you should just be a wide receiver.
See, like 2 years ago, when the last time we were doing this show, Daniel Jones, I thought was on the uprise. I thought he turned the corner. I was calling him Danny Dimes.
Danny Dimes.
And then he fell apart. And he hasn't come back.
Now he's Danny Dud. Now he's
Danny Dud.
I don't think they
Danny
should.
did Dud.
I don't think they need to move on from Bryce Young yet. I think there needs to be some leadership established in Carolina.
From who?
Maybe Andy Dalton.
That doesn't help Bryce Young.
He could.
How? He's on the bench.
Sometimes watching. Some people have to be shown success before they can do success. It's like a Master Uber type.
So, all right, I'm going to ask you, have you seen Tom Brady's podcast interview where he's talking about the coaching at the college level isn't what it was back in the day? That's why you see all these rookie there's all this flair. But when these quarterbacks finally get to the NFL level, they finally have nothing to show for it. Because all they did was put some bells and whistles on you, made you look this great. It's but when Tom Brady was in it, they had the West Coast, they had the scheme, they had the spread offense, and they were actually coached into the system. And when Tom Brady got into the league, he sat out almost a year. And then Drew Bledsoe got hurt and then had to be put in. But he said without that coaching at Michigan and being brought up with that system, he would have never been as successful as he was. And you're starting to see it. Alabama quarterbacks, bells and whistles all around them, right?
Yep.
That finally Alabama quarterbacks get to the league, they don't do anything.
Owens.
And it's like the only quarterbacks that do, Patrick Mahomes, Texas Tech.
Yeah, coached.
He got coached because that's not what you're looking for, bells and whistles. They go out there and play hard-nosed football. Jalen Hurts. All right. Alabama. Also Oklahoma. Oklahoma, I think, is where he got most of that hard-nosed.
Yeah.
But then he went to Alabama, but bells and whistles. Look at me, number one draft pick.
But he's kind of shown up, though.
He's shown up, but it's like, if he didn't have A.J. Brown, Dallas Goedert, Devontae Smith,
Well, weapons. You know, everyone's going to have weapons to be decent.
Patrick Mahomes has Travis Kelce.
And to this
Name another receiver
This year?
on the Chiefs.
This year?
Yeah.
No. They got-
Exactly.
They got one. He's fast, and I can't remember his name.
Xavier Worthy.
Yes. But in the past, Juju Smith.
I said a good receiver.
He was. He's still youngish. He was decent in the Steelers.
Yeah, that's why he's still there.
He just wanted to follow his big
No, he
brother
just
out.
wants to do TikToks.
Just wanted to find, Antonio Brown. I want to follow his big brother.
No.
Um,
All I'm saying is just bells and whistles in college football right now. There's nothing to develop them.
That's why I have a lot of hope for, like, Archie's situation right now.
Actually, we'll get in Texas.
No, I know.
Texas is all about football.
No, I know. I get that. No, I'm just saying he could have very well been the starter walking in,
Anyway.
but he's taking a back seat.
Well,
watching,
yeah.
learning, being coached,
He's being coached.
trusting the process.
Exactly.
I think that
And you know who's probably responsible for that? Peyton. Eli.
for sure, for sure.
He's like, that's why they were going on the visits with them.
His head was probably this big.
He was like,
and then
number
like,
one recruit coming in. Peyton's like, sit down,
look,
child.
Look at my 5 head. Deflate.
You get 6 wrinkles on your forehead, we'll talk.
Yeah. I'm 6'5". Look bad.
All right.
State Farm's on your side. That was the right song. She's not progressive.
What are we talking about right now?
Insurance.
I'm pretty sure they can't even hear you.
Yeah,
Are
that's
you?
right. When I get real quiet like that, I don't want them to hear me.
Okay.
Contenders or pretenders?
It's like a good neighbor. State Farm is there.
Yeah, I forgot.
Okay.
There you go. I have State Farm. It's fucked up.
And no one showed up. Where's Jake at?
No one.
I sang it.
Oh, shoot. Before we go on to our next topic, shout out Drake Publishing. Hooked us up with some merch.
Yeah.
These are sweet.
Yeah, I was like, these are nice. These are not what I thought they would be. I thought the logo would be like a little smaller.
Yeah,
This is nice.
I thought we were getting like this kind of logo and
Yeah.
then like something on our back.
Yeah, no, this is nice.
No, it's real nice. Thank you,
Uh,
Ryan.
I've already spilled something on it. No, it's gone. So
Yeah, it fits
yeah,
good.
no. Shout out to Ryan
Yeah,
and Drake Publishing.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Super much. Super appreciated.
Yeah,
We're
and-
expecting sweatshirts in the next one.
Yeah. If you want to go check out Ryan and what he does, go on Drake Publishing. We're going to put all his links down in the description. We'll put a little tag up right here. I'm not sure if it'll be able to be clicked on because I don't know how to do that yet.
We'll
But
figure it
I will
out.
put his description
Yes.
down there. Check out. He's into D&D.
Yep.
He's writing a book. He's
He's-
one of those cool, like, not a nerd, but he's like, he knows.
No, he's definitely a nerd.
Well, I didn't want to like.
Not that it's
Claim
not-
him as
it's not
that.
that a nerd's bad.
No, I'm not saying that. I just didn't want to put him under that umbrella.
No, I'm definitely a nerd.
Okay, he's a nerd.
So am I. No, like you said, he's writing a book. He's an established dungeon master. He's into D&D big time. Loves Star Wars. We'll talk your out about that. And he's got some.
anything.
He's got some really good ideas on D&D type shirts and merch and stuff. He had
Oh my god, he told me that one. I'm not gonna say it, but
Which one though? What's my favorite one?
oh, that the guy.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah. But no, well, like I said, links will be down below.
Yeah.
Don't know if we're gonna click on them because
I don't know how to do that yet, but I think we're gonna try to get him on the show. He wants to come on.
Yeah.
Um, I'm pretty sure if I'm over here,
Is there a stud right here?
if I'm over here, you still have room to go on your side too.
Let's just say if he comes up on the show, you're gonna see a lot of Ryan.
You're gonna see a lot of fabric.
Yes, fabric. No, but yeah, love to have him when we start bringing on guests and stuff, and we're really appreciative of what he did.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Super nice guy.
Quality is really good.
Give him, oh yeah, it's Gildan, I think it's.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
I love you.
Yeah, they don't really shrink a whole lot. Don't trust your wet dryer though, especially when you're big. No, but yeah, shout out. Hopefully he sees this.
Yeah, he'll see it.
Maybe.
He sits in the office and he wants to watch it.
He's gonna love that part.
he's
He
gonna
does-
love this one.
he
You know what?
doesn't
I'm
sleep
talking
at
about
work.
is just the.
Yeah, this one. I told him he should go like this. You know, like.
No, you know what he started doing? He puts his head up here, and then when it slides off, he wakes up.
There used to be the phone drop.
Goddamn gravity.
Fuck. This new case, slippery. Sorry, Ryan.
Sorry, yeah.
I'm not.
That's,
I love you.
this is the only time we talk about you.
No, I'd like to have him and Micaiah on sometime.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Because Micaiah
Ryan,
knows
Micaiah just for comedy relief.
her sports knowledge is out there.
Out there, like
Um,
way.
You'll see a lot with those two. You'll see a lot of natural camaraderie. Is that right? Natural camaraderie.
Yeah, I don't know what else
I
camaraderie
think
you
those
can
are. I think those are both words.
Those are words.
They might. I
You're
think
right.
they flow together. It'll be fluid.
Yeah.
It'll be natural. I think you'll see a lot of.
Actually, I was like, that's one of the reasons why I wanted you have you on here.
I thought it was a bat.
We got a special guest. We got a moth.
I thought it was a bat.
But no, that's why. Like, I wanted you on here because this is what we do when we're at work.
Yes.
Bullshit and talk.
We work at work.
Yeah, only on our breaks.
Yeah.
On our breaks, this is when we bullshit around
Yep.
and then some people might invite other people to their house to go swimming and then not show up.
I took
Right?
the longest nap that day.
The longest nap.
I did.
Hey, you still come over? Yeah, I'll be with you in a couple hours.
Yeah.
You can come over.
I done that. Woke up at 11. I was like, ooh, I messed up. I messed up. And then guess what happened? I stopped getting invited to things.
Yeah. Hey, you finally made it.
I did.
I invited you to come on the show. Finally made it.
I'm here. We've had to reschedule a couple of times, but it is. We'll make it work.
Yeah, this isn't gonna be like a routinely scheduled thing. It's out when it's out when it's out.
We'll try. It's gonna be a try, but you know.
It's out when it's out.
Yeah, it's gonna be there. It's gonna be a good time.
Yeah. All right, now
New segment.
new segment.
Yeah, new segment.
We're getting into week 4 of the NFL. We've had some opportunities to see some teams. Now it's time to go and see if they are a contender or a pretender. And we're going to start off with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I'm going to go ahead and say they are a contender. If they keep Justin Fields starting, they're a contender. Russell Wilson has moments where he is trying to do too much and then forces decisions and creates turnover. For that reason, I don't like Russell Wilson. Like Russell Wilson as a person. I don't like Russell Wilson as a quarterback of the Pittsburgh Steelers. He would have been better off in a different system on a different team, not in Pittsburgh.
He hasn't been the same since he left Seattle.
That last year in Seattle, he wasn't even really himself.
I mean,
Ever since he threw that interception to end the Super Bowl against the Patriots, he hasn't been the same.
it's like it stole his thunder. I
Still
also,
got Sierra though.
true step.
Yeah.
I also think if Justin Fields stays starting, they could be a contender. They could be decent. I also think that if Justin Fields stays the starter, they can contend because he's getting an opportunity to be protected, stay in the pocket, throw, and be mobile. So, yeah, I think that's a good one. Bengals.
Bengals. What do you got on the Bengals?
Slim Shady is not the one this year. Yeah, Slim Shady. You see
That
his
hair, that hair,
it's terrible. He should shave it and
That's
dye
terrible.
it, whatever.
That's terrible.
Terrible. They are contenders this year. I liked watching the Bengals on the previous year since they've had Joe Burrows. I thought they were going to come out and be like the next team. This year, they're coming out flat. They're not. There's none of that. Wow, Joe Burrows just threw this. Joe Mixon ran that. I bet you they're missing Mixon now.
Yeah.
And
They got Zach Moss, or not Zach, someone Moss.
whoever.
It's pretty good.
He's
It's just-
decent, but he's not Mixon.
No. it's not.
And it just
Okay.
seems like he's not. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe he's just being kind of a diva. He's just not playing how I thought Joe Burrow came out. I thought Joe Burrow was an actual competitor.
Jamar Chase is the diva of that team. Actually, they're probably two. Joe Burrow and Chase.
I liked him in the last couple of years, but this year they're real disappointing. So
See, I would have thought years ago when the Bengals almost got in the Super Bowl, or almost won the Super Bowl, that, oh wow, like the Bengals are going to be here for a while. They
Yeah.
got a young quarterback, they got a young receiver, they got a young defense. I thought the Bills Super Bowl moment would fade away before the Bengals. And
yes,
the Bills are still,
they're still there.
they're still there.
Like I thought.
And the Bengals are just out.
I thought losing their opportunity for the Super Bowl, to win the Super Bowl or whatever, it would make him thirsty. It would make Joe Burrow thirsty. Now he's just like, yeah,
Well, he
I
couldn't-
make money. I'm
He
cool.
couldn't play.
So, yeah, big pretenders, big sad this year.
Yeah. The LA Chargers. I'm gonna go with pretender. Like I know Justin Herbert's X-ray came back negative, and he should be fine, but I can't buy into this team yet. I need to see what they do this week when they go against the Chiefs. If Justin is healthy enough to play and they beat the Chiefs, I will switch it to contender. Because anyone that goes out there and balls with the Kansas City Chiefs and
Deserves a shot. at
deserves a
least.
shot. Like you can put something together off of that, build it, and go on from it, and keep going higher and higher up that pedestal. But you need to
Get there.
get together now. Now is the time to do it. Not at week 8 or 9, week 4. Right now is a pivotal time for these teams that are 1 and 2,
Yeah.
0 and 3. Get it together now, because if you don't, it's a much harder road back.
Because it's still early enough to where you can make a good season out of this.
Yeah.
So, hopefully they come out and he comes back healthy and.
Wait, do you think they're pretenders or contenders?
Oh,
right now?
they're definitely pretenders right now.
Definitely pretenders.
So they have some soul searching and some. They need to find their identity. Like I don't like who are the Chargers. Ever since LT left or retired or left, whatever he's at. Who are the Chargers? Like what do they do?
LT, Phillip Rivers.
Yeah, Antonio Gates.
Oh,
I love. They were
Antonio
fun.
Gates.
They were fun to watch. That was
Keenan
a-
Allen when he was young
Yeah,
and
he
oh,
sprite and
oh
jump
my
up
God.
and whoop. When
Yeah.
He was doing the one-handed catch before the one-handed catch was cool.
Exactly.
That was the Chargers I remember. I don't remember these Chargers. They don't have Eckler no more. Herbert's,
my God.
Herbert's hurt.
Yeah.
I don't.
What was that one linebacker? He did the light down. Sean Merriman.
John Marion.
Yeah.
Now they do have the other Bosa brother, right?
Yep.
So
Nick Bosa.
You can build around that. You can become the team. You could be Contenders, but it's
Nick or Joey?
uh,
I think
Joey
Nick,
is on.
I think Nick is on 49ers, right?
Yes.
Joey's on LA.
It would be cool to watch the team like them. I'd love to watch JJ Watt and his brother get together.
JJ,
that would be
TJ?
cool. Yeah, that'd
Yeah.
be cool. But no, it's they out of the teams that we have listed here, I think they have the best opportunity to become a contender.
Absolutely. They
So-
can definitely flip this around.
So we'll see what they do.
Now I know
I don't agree with this.
I know you don't agree.
with this now.
But I'm going with the Cowboys as contenders, and I know they have a rough start to the season, but they have way too much talent not to be able to bounce back from it and turn things around. It also helps that they're in one of the weakest divisions in the NFC, and that is the NFC East. The Commanders, yes, Jaden Daniels had a phenomenal Monday night game. They're not going to turn that into anything. I don't think. Because not many rookie quarterbacks do. All they need to do is worry about the Eagles. And they play them twice a year. If they can just win one of those and then keep a better record than the Eagles, they have it in the bag.
But will they though? That's the
That's the
thing.
question.
It seems
I was like, it's only week 4.
It seems like
We're gonna be doing this-
Cowboys are always a pretender, like they're.
Yeah, no, I was like, we're going to do this every 4 weeks. So we're going to be doing this in week 8, then week 12, and then at week 16, we're going to be like, who's going to make it in with the close playoff now.
I'm gonna say they're pretenders. I haven't seen enough from them yet.
Okay. Now I probably have another one that you're probably going to disagree with, and that is the Seattle Seahawks. I have them as pretenders, even though they're 3-0 right now. I know this is the NFL and every game is a battle that anyone can win, but I'm not impressed with the resume the Seahawks have after 3 weeks. They beat a Denver team that had Bo Nix as a rookie quarterback. Then they beat New England Patriots with Jacoby Brissett. That was a close game though. I don't know, like
I actually agree
they have the
with
Dolphins
this.
who don't even have a quarterback right
I
now.
actually agree with this. I think they're pretenders. They haven't had how I think Ohio State.
Yeah,
Pretenders.
like I love Geno Smith. Don't get me wrong.
No, Geno Smith is awesome.
I don't really care for DK Metcalf. He's a beast player. Don't like his attitude on the field and off the field.
I actually prefer Tyler Lockett myself as number one.
Mm-hmm.
Would I want a DK Metcalf to throw to?
Absolutely.
Yes, of course. But no, I think just like similar earlier when we talked about with Ohio State, they haven't been tested yet.
Yeah.
Let's, like I said, in 4 weeks when they maybe played some people, let's see. Let's see then if they won then, contenders for sure.
Yeah.
But like they have weapons, they got decent defense, they could do this. But like you said, quarterback or the Dolphins don't have a quarterback right now.
No.
They're probably gonna call back Fitzgerald.
That's magic, baby.
Brissett, he's not there. And Bo Nix is gonna be a good quarterback.
He's going to be. But week 1 against
Yeah.
the yeah. Come on.
You took
advantage of that.
You diddled that.
All right, next. Go ahead. Go ahead.
You did.
What?
Skull!
We got the Vikings.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be the first one to say it. I am utterly and pleasantly surprised.
Do you take back your statement that you had after week 1? You were like, I hope we have just like a good team.
I apologize. I hope we run it down their fucking throats. I'm on this gravy train.
Vikings undefeated, 0-17.
Right now, I'm a believer. The way our defense is playing, the way Goat Darnold is playing.
Don't you dare put that word with that name. Goat Darnold? How dare you, sir? He has played 3 games.
He's amazing, okay?
He has not done anything except win 3 games.
That's all that matters. That's all that matters.
So what is Patrick Mahomes then? God?
No, he's the dog. He's the Kerm.
Kerr.
He's the Kerm. He's got his name. I can't do Kerm. I'm sorry. No,
No, it's I was going to think of an acronym with KERT.
Kurt. I don't know. It's not mathing for me.
Well, the ER, extremely rough throat. I can't remember what the K. I don't know what the K is for yet.
King. No, I
King of extreme rough throats.
I am very, very surprised.
I know you're surprised.
I retract my.
Your off season was horrible.
We
Horrible.
riddled with injuries.
Horrible.
Horrible. But we've had people bounce back.
Yeah.
Harrison Smith.
Harrison Smith?
He come out, and he's playing smack. You know, he's a little older now. I think he's 31, 32.
It's fine.
But he is still coming out there playing smash mouth football. Jefferson is proving that
He's worth that money.
He's worth that money.
He's
Unlike
worth that
Mr. Lamb, he's worth that money.
What was that?
I don't know. It was game time. I was whatever.
I thought you were trying to dab and just
No, that was not
completely
it.
botched
I mean,
it.
Dad's ruined the dab. I'm not gonna dab on it. They're gonna get canceled, you know. No, he like I said, go Darnold. Sam Darnold he's doing wonderful right now.
That is getting bleeped.
I'm
bleeping that word.
Don't bleep it. Right now we're firing on all pistons.
They put a duck. Weren't.
Or go. I think we're firing on all cylinders right now, and we need, as a team, as a community, we need to stay on this hype train.
That's the community.
But Vikings, no, we need to stay on the ship. We need to stay the course.
Stay the course.
Stay the course.
By the way, have you ever seen the show Vikings?
Yeah, I love it.
Oh, God. I'm like 6 episodes into the first season.
Really, it's like your first time?
First time.
Oh my goodness.
Like they're just now going back across the sea for the second time, with the king's permission this time.
Okay. If you like that one, you should watch The Last Kingdom.
That's gonna be next.
And then there's a really bloody anime that just dropped.
I'm not.
It's not like it's not Superman. It's not like a weird anime. It's like
No, the only anime that ever got it was Yu-Gi-Oh.
well, this is like grown up, like axes and battles and blood. I mean, it shows titties.
I mean,
On Netflix.
you got me.
You got me. Riley Reid.
You just put Ryan Reynolds.
Hey,
No.
there's nothing wrong with that.
No,
There's nothing wrong with that.
When you meant to say someone else.
Yeah, we're
going
off
to
topic,
hell.
yes. But no, Vikings, the show is great. The team is doing Contenders all the way.
What's better, the Vikings the show or Vikings 3-0 start?
Purple and gold all the way long.
Purple and gold.
Yeah, I think so.
That's school crap. All right, thank you for that.
Well, I mean, I almost went to Schoolcraft, so.
Yeah. I got nothing.
I was
All right.
surprised. by
And
the
so here we go.
Texans win.
Yeah, so they haven't just won 3 games, but they've dominated 3 games against quality opponents. 49ers, I mean, I wouldn't say this domination, but from what you were supposed to be and what you become during that game, 23-17, that's pretty damn good. This next game, 34-7 against the Houston Texans, which are projected to be one of the top teams in the AFC after what we saw last year with C.J. Stroud. Then they get Joe Mixon.
Yep.
They upgrade this to get Nico Collins. They got Stephon Diggs. They had this defense that they're putting together through the draft.
They couldn't do shit.
They did not do anything against the Vikings. But this week they travel to Green Bay, which I think is a huge advantage. Traveling to Green Bay early in the year, not later in the year when it's negative 30 degrees out with a blizzard, wind chill.
I mean, technically Minnesota's colder, but we're in an arena, so
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. But yeah, early
Playing football in it.
early Green Bay is always good
Yeah.
for almost any team.
Yep. So, after we got rid of it, do you have any other teams that you want to throw in there with the pretenders?
I think Lions are contenders. I think the Cardinals could still be contenders.
Okay. I'm going to throw a team out there. You tell me what you think. All right? LA Rams.
I think they're pretenders.
Oh no, I knew it was coming.
I
knew it.
I don't think they've lost their mojo. They were like when.
Is it because of what happened during the Arizona Rams game?
No, it's just the last season. Ever since they won the Super Bowl, after that they've kind of just lost hype. They haven't been the same team. Like, I know they've suffered a lot of injuries. They're losing a key patriarch on their defense, a key defensive leader in Aaron Donald.
Oh, being retired, yeah.
Yeah, that's got to be a big blow.
Then you lose Cooper Cup to injury. You lose Puka Nacua to injury.
And so both of those, that's tough, and
you think they're wishing they would have kept Odell Beckham now?
yeah. I mean,
he's got no cartilage in his knee, but goddamn, we should have kept him.
I love Stafford for all of his years.
Yeah, I had nothing against Stafford,
But
unless we're playing him.
I don't think that the Rams are the team anymore. I think they're pretending. They're just scraping by.
I don't think when a team wins the Super Bowl, they kind of like lose all the key pieces because they don't have the money to keep them, right? So they're old, they retired, or they get traded, or they go free agency. This one, they all came together for this goal. They won the Super Bowl. They won the goal, and then they just kind of now they have no meaning.
Yeah,
it's like they have no meaning anymore.
They have no idea.
Stafford does because he never loses that fight.
No, he's coached.
Yeah,
he's ready to go.
But I don't think they're that far off though. I think they can rebuild this
From
pretty
being a
quick.
contender, or
No. I'm just saying, like, to get back into that. I think
gotcha.
they're not that far away. They're maybe like a draft, some free agents,
so not this year,
just
but
to
going
get
further.
back up. Yeah, next year.
Because I mean,
They're
Stafford's
drafting.
got 3, 4? Oh, I don't know. Brady played forever, so Stafford
Is
as long as
not
there's-
Brady.
Yeah, as long as Stafford's shoulders hold up, and he can stay healthy.
He's got 3 years.
Yeah, because what is he, 36 now?
He was drafted in 2009.
So that puts him at 24, 23 in 2009. He's now almost 37.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm getting old.
Well, no. See, 2009. 18.
It depends on what time he came.
Yeah, it's like 38, 39.
So he's, I mean, what did Brady play to?
I'm
40?
sorry, I went the other way. 35, 36.
Okay, so I mean, he's still got a couple years. A couple key things in draft picks. Yeah, I see them being maybe decent the next. It just depends on what happens, because they could be like, you know what, let's blow it up. Let's cut our losses. Let's start over.
So, I saw some rumors coming from the Rams camp about fishing Stafford in the trade market, trying to build up that draft capital and try to rebuild. And they were trying to go for teams that were hurting for quarterbacks, and the teams that are hurting for quarterbacks just spent a lot of draft capital to get their rookie quarterbacks that they have now.
Yeah.
Like Washington, Bears.
Yep.
The one that might make sense, the Giants.
Yeah.
But the Rams are not going to take Daniel Jones in a trade. They're going to have to give up a lot of draft capital because they're not taking Daniel.
No, hell no. What if they do?
No.
Daniel Jones is just goated afterwards.
He's going to be no.
Just amazing.
He's so good. No, it's going to be. He's going to coach. Yeah, we traded for you. We don't want you to play.
Yeah, that's terrible.
You see our water boy over there? I want you to train him how to filter the water.
That's high quality water. That's too loud. So off topic right now.
I know. I don't even know what we're doing.
Last place teams.
Yeah. Okay, new segment going up. Which last place team in their division right now has the best chance to win it? In the AFC, we got the Tennessee Titans. Yes or no?
No.
No. Las Vegas Raiders.
Yes.
Whoa. Do you know who's in their division?
Yeah. I mean,
You're fine?
Out of those 4 teams,
Think
Yeah.
the Raiders can beat the Chiefs and win the division?
out of all 4
You
of the
had
teams,
the Bengals right there that have a better chance of winning their division.
Not this year.
Okay, Raiders.
Out of all 4 of those teams right there,
Mm.
the Raiders.
Which the other 4 are Titans, Raiders, Bengals, Patriots. I'm going with no with the Patriots. I don't see any of these teams.
I mean,
If that was an option I could take, I'd say none of them.
well, yeah, they're not going to. None of these teams are going to. It just says best chance.
Best chance. I would take the Bengals then. They've got Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase,
They got Diva 1, Diva 2.
Diva 1, Diva 2.
We almost got TLC.
Then you got that thirsty Higgins.
Yeah, T. Higgins. We almost got TLC right there. No scrubs, waterfall. Let's go. I am super unimpressed with the Bengals right now.
I am too. I'm just saying, like, the best chance.
Yeah.
So they have the best chance of getting their talent together. What talent do the Raiders have right now? Devontae Adams? You got one player. You got one.
There we
You
go.
got one.
There we go.
It's like
who's
on
your
the
quarterback?
longest yard. It's like we didn't
Garoppolo?
get the whole Hershey bar, but we got a Hershey Kids.
Exactly. Well, look what Emmett did, or a maggot. That's what he did. He ran right out of them shoes.
Yeah. Yeah. This show's just going.
Yeah, it's
All right.
super topic.
NFC.
I just said my wife. I just told my wife, "Oh, it was done an hour later." Oops, I'm sitting on my couch.
NFC, we got the Giants in last place, the Bears, Panthers, and 49ers.
Uh,
Obvious choice is the 49ers.
49ers all day long.
But if we take the 49ers out of it, because they're just having a really off first 4 weeks, we have the Giants, Bears, Panthers.
Oh,
Which one are you taking? Because I should have put the bottom 2.
that's tough.
Okay, so let's see the NFC. NFC, Giants or Commanders? Which one are you taking?
Giants.
Not the Commanders after what you just saw Monday night?
That's just a one night. That's gonna be a one shot.
That's a lot to build off of. That's confidence, baby. Build it.
This is
Work
Danny,
off
this
of
is Danny
it.
Dimes. Or
This is not Danny. Danny Dimes is dead.
Danny Dimes.
That's Triple D. Danny Dimes dead.
Danny Dimes dead. I don't know. It's tough. It's tough.
Bears, Packers.
Bears, Panthers. Bears,
Bears,
Packers.
Packers. I'm taking the bottom 2.
Packers. The Bears, until they can protect their man, are never
The Packers. Okay. Panthers, Falcons.
Falcons.
Yeah. We're not doing the 49ers. All right, so let's wrap this up with some predictions. Why is that so dull? Am I losing battery? Shut the fuck in. All right. All right, last week I was 8-8, Tyler was 9-7. This week I'm taking the Cowboys over the Giants.
Yep.
Steelers and Colts, I'm taking the Colts.
Steelers.
Vikings and Green Bay, I'm taking the Vikings.
Vikings.
Jags versus the Texans, I'm taking the Texans.
I'm gonna say Jags.
Saints, Falcons, I'm taking the Saints.
Saints.
Rams, Bears, I'm taking the Rams.
Rams.
Eagles and Bucks, I'm taking the Eagles.
I think the Bucks gonna buck back.
All
Bucks.
right, Bengals and Panthers, I'm taking the Bengals.
Panthers.
Broncos and Jets, I'm taking the Jets.
Jets.
Commanders and Cardinals, taking the Cards.
Cards.
Patriots, 49ers, taking the Niners.
Niners.
Browns and Raiders, I'm taking the Raiders.
Raiders.
Chiefs and Chargers, taking the Chiefs.
Chiefs.
Bills, Ravens, taking the Bills.
Ravens.
Seahawks, Lions, I'm taking the Lions.
Lions.
Titans and Dolphins, taking the Titans.
Ooh.
The Dolphins ain't got no quarterback.
Dolphins.
All right, well, that's going to wrap it up right now. We're going to wrap this up really quick because I'm about to run out of battery. If you haven't already, go ahead and like and subscribe. Check out our Facebook. The link for that will be in the description. Go out and check out Drake Publishing for giving us these shirts. Big shout out to Ryan. We will see you next week. See you then.